Hey, what's up, family? So, yeah, I know you guys have seen a little bit of the footage that I posted and shared that was shared with me from the Blue Mountains of the hurricane devastation. And basically, I just wanted to circle back and have a chat about, you know, these storm systems and the weather systems and the technology that's actually, been, I guess, created, implemented, used to weaponize the weather by man. So now there are actual capabilities of, you know, there to be man-made storms, man-made earthquakes, hurricanes, um, thunderstorms, lightning, hurricanes. And so my question is, every time there's a hurricane that's a category 5, ever since Hurricane Katrina, I always have to question, is this system man made? Is it natural? Or is it a hybrid? Is it a situation where there was already a hurricane that was, had formed in the ocean, and then somebody got a wise idea, the same somebodies that create wars in our realm, in the physical realm, the same somebodies that try to oppress, you know, a certain group of people, a certain race of people, the same somebodies that thought that slavery was a good idea. These same individuals have access to technology to weaponize the weather, but then they blow smoke up our ass and tell us that, oh, climate change is a thing. Oh, be afraid of climate change. Be afraid of, you know, extreme weather when they have the capabilities to design these weather systems and storms. So my question really is, was the storm that hit Jamaica, was that man-made? Was it natural, or was it a hybrid? Because I'll submit to you that these individuals and nefarious beings that operate in the shadows, in the physical realm, trust and believe they have ties to the spiritual realm. They have ties to the spiritual realm, and they work with dark, low vibrational destructive entities, which is why it's so imperative that we come back online and activate our ability to navigate in the spiritual realm as spiritual warriors. The spiritual realm being the unseen realm, because these fools are operating in the spiritual realm, but they're at a limited capacity because they do not have and possess the 12 strands of DNA that we possess, that give us God powers. So that's why I'm always preaching and harping and hounding on the spiritual realm and raising our frequency, raising our vibration so that we can unlock and activate these 12 strands of DNA so we can access our godlike powers. That's all it is. Because if someone is attacking us from the spiritual realm using, their limited knowledge to manipulate the weather through technology, my loves, once we activate our God energies, our God intelligence, our divine intelligence, baby, there ain't nobody that can play with us. You can't play with divine intelligence. That surpasses anything. That surpasses artificial intelligence. That means we have the capacity to control the weather. That means that when we come into agreement and alignment with one another, In the spiritual realm, we can make shit shake and make shit happen. We can shut down storms and storms, redirect the path of a storm when we activate our godlike abilities. This hurricane that happened in Jamaica sprung up so quick. I tell y'all all the time. I don't even keep. I'm in the world, but not of the world. So I don't listen to the news. I don't keep up with like social media stuff. I'm not plugged into none of that. I'm just living like, from day to day, just living in the covering and the anointing of favor, blessings, abundance. You know what I'm saying? All those high vibrational stuff. Like I do my darndest to keep myself filtered from all the bullshit that's surrounding, that's freely out here surrounding us. All the negativity, the news, all the bullshit that they want to keep us tied into to keep our frequencies low. Because everything that is in this matrix, the false matrix that's actively falling apart right now, everything in the false matrix is designed to keep our frequencies low. Because if our frequencies are low, we're locked out of the spiritual realm, my baby. We can't tap into these spiritual gifts, these godlike abilities, these superpowers that the carriers of the 12-strand DNA are automatically designed to carry, designed to activate. But see, everything is designed to keep you locked out of that, keep you from activating your 12 strands of DNA. The food, all the fried food, all the processed food, strips all the nutrients and everything needed for your physical body to vibrate at a certain frequency. All the Wi-Fi towers and, all the radiation, the cell phones, the laptops, the TVs, the cars that we drive, everything is designed and built to keep our frequencies low. The negative information, content that we consume, when I say we, I really shouldn't be saying we because I don't. But the negative information that's pushed on us through social media, pushed on us through the media, it's like it's all forced on us. The food, the water, the air, the technology, everything is designed to keep us operating at a low frequency because they do not want you to unlock and tap into these gifts because, bro, once you do, it is game over. It's game over for the fake beings. I call them the ones that are operating in the shadows, the ones that run the governments, the ones that think that they run the world, the ones that think that they have power over everybody. I call them the Wizard of Oz energies, the Wizard of Oz network. Because really and truthfully, they don't have the power because they're not built like us. Kendrick Lamar was 100% right. They not like us. We have 12 strands, my love. They do not. And so they use their artificial intelligence and their little low power demonic entities in the spiritual realm to pull strings and do things to try to stay in power. But the truth is, once you take the veil off of your third eye, you realize they never had no power. That's why I call it the Wizard of Oz. It's all illusions and projections. But we got to wake up. We got to wake up en masse. And if you've been seeing repeating numbers, 1111, 111, 911, 999, 222, 333, if you've been seeing repeating numbers, the universe is calling you to wake up. But there are going to be a lot of people called to wake up. But only a chosen few will be able to pass through the eye of that needle. It's only a chosen few that are strong enough, that are resilient enough, that have enough love and light and vibrate at that frequency to pass through the eye of that needle. Many are called, but chosen are few. So listen, with this storm, Bruh, just know, just know that there is technology out there that can manipulate the weather, that can that can drive a storm in one direction or the next, that can make it more powerful, that can, decrease the power of it. Look it up. These technologies were used during, I want to say, the Vietnam War to give the advantage to, you know, the Western forces that were fighting in the Vietnam War. They used their weather technology, weather manipulation technology, in different wars. And a lot of these wars are created so that they can test their technologies because they believe that these technologies are going to be able to stop us, the chosen. Because they know it's coming. They already know what's coming. Remember in, I think it was 2000 or 2020, there was this big, I don't know, this big trend going around saying that we were going to get our superpowers were going to be activated or something like that. I think it was like 2020. People were saying, oh, black people about to get their superpowers. And it was like all fun and games and shits and giggles, but shit. Bro, I'm telling you, the universe is waking us up to tap into this Christ consciousness. All of this is tied in together. The awakening, the Christ consciousness, our superpowers, which are tied to our 12 strands of DNA. This is all information they do not want you to know. They do not want you tapped into the spiritual realm, because once you do that, you take back your power. You take back your sovereignty. You take back your autonomy, your authority. You take back your power, your energy. Nobody, like right now, all of these devastating and catastrophic events that they create them so that, again, we can drop down to a low frequency of sadness, feeling like we're victimized, feeling like we're oppressed, we don't have no way out. They want to keep us trapped. They want, every time they do something that is catastrophic, I say 9/11, hurricanes, anything that's devastating, the beast of Babylon feeds off of that energy, feeds off of your emotions. That's how they feed the beast, to try to keep the beast alive. But the beast can't stay alive because the beast only has a certain amount of time that it had any semblance of power. That beast's power is not comparable to our power, to our true and natural powers, to our superpowers. It just isn't. That's why I call it the Wizard of Oz energy. Because the only power that the beast has is illusions, projections, and illusions. You know what I mean? And projections and illusions are meant to trick your mind. It's meant to trick your mind. It's unseen. It's in the unseen spiritual realm, and it's meant to trick your mind, to make you to believe that you're powerless, that you need somebody else. You need the system. You need grocery stores. But our friends up in the mountains, my loves, my friends that are up in the Blue Mountains at the Rasta camp have proven otherwise. All the Rastas on the islands, in the islands, have proven otherwise. That they don't need the system. That we can survive in nature, in our sovereignty, in our true divine power, just like the animals. That is the truth. That is reality. Everything else is an illusion. Everything outside of nature is an illusion. I'm just saying, the spiritual realm is real. But you can't see it because you've been closed off to it. So when, weather is weaponized and certain events are created to try to bring us down and, keep us locked and trapped into low vibrational energies, the fact that we're awakened and tapped into the spiritual realm, tapped into our spiritual gifts, means that we can fight back. We can finally fight back. We're not just sitting ducks and taking what's thrown upon us, what's cast upon us by these individuals and beings that are operating in the shadows. They like to call themselves the Illuminati or the powers that be. I say they're the powers that were. They're not illuminated. They're not. They don't get anything from the universe like we have accessible to us. They don't get the downloads and the information from the universe like the universe gives to us. You have to have 12 strands of DNA for that. So all of the stuff that they get is genetically modified, GMO, from whatever their demonic connections are in the spiritual realm. They get all the genetically modified stuff. We get the real deal, the real true, the real meat, the organic power, the organic codes and information from the universe on how to drive and navigate this realm as gods. That's our birthright. We get the keys to the universe to drive and navigate as gods. That means we control the weather with our minds, with our commands from our mouths, mental, physical, spiritual. The first universal law is everything is mental. So you command with your mind and with your mouth, your words. And the universe has to obey. The universe has to obey. Once you are in line with your God powers, the universe has to obey, my love. So I'm just thankful that the energy surrounding this storm is not all sad and downtrodden and we beat up again and blah blah. Nah. Fuck that. Okay. We took a hit. We strong. But we not gonna let it get us down because we built for this. And we gonna continue to pray for the strength to get through it. Anything that the Most High allows, the Most High will certainly give us the strength to get through it. So you don't wallow in pity and allow yourself to fall down into what they want you to be in. They want you to be fucked up and sad and downtrodden so that they can feed off of that dark energy, that negative, low vibrational energy. Now we're going to hold a light. That's what we're going to do instead. We're going to hold a light. I've been seeing all kind of TikTok videos of people in Jamaica just wilding out and turning up despite the damn hurricane. So that gives me even more joy and more hope and laughter. I can laugh at the beast of Babylon. The beast has lost its power. The Wizard of Oz has lost its power. Its whole network has lost its power of keeping us entrapped in fear and sadness and downtrodden. It's going to try everything. It's going to try everything to try to keep us trapped in this loop. But we breaking free. We breaking free because we awakening. The universe says so. It's time. We awakening into our God powers. And there's nothing that can stop it. The only thing that can stop it is you. If you allow these people to get into your energy and play around with you and your energy. That's the only thing that can stop it. But y'all look like y'all doing good to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Anybody that's staying focused on keeping their vibration high and keeping their energy high, hey, bro, you look like you winning to me every day. Every day we rise in our power, in our force, in our energy, just like the sun when it rises every day. We rise in that vibration of our higher self. Can't let shit stop us. Can't let shit keep us down. Not no hurricane, not no job, not no whatever they create to try to fuck with us. Can't let nothing keep us down. Because we on the rise, baby, just like the sun every day. Just like the sun comes up every day. We on the rise into our God powers. All right, family. So, yeah, it's time to activate those 12 strands. If you're a melanated being, you have no excuse. If you're melanated like me, you have no excuse. Unless you're holding on to old, outdated, limited beliefs that's going to keep you small and outside of your power, keep you small and locked out of the spiritual realm. All right? All right, family. I love you. I love all of y'all. And I'm so proud of y'all. And listen, I made a video, just asking if you could donate anything to my friends in the Blue Mountains at the Rasta camp. I would appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But if you have nothing that you can donate or contribute to the Blue Mountains, at least speak a prayer. Just make an affirmation to the Most High that the whole island of Jamaica will be covered in strength, covered in love, covered in healing. Every day that the sun rises, that the sun will shine down its rays of healing. Power, that force, that strength, that radiance, that beauty, to let them come together and build back better. That's all I ask. If you can't make a monetary donation, but shit, if you can make a monetary donation, hey, so, make a prayer too. Let's do both. That's the wave that I'm riding. So, anyway, fam. Yeah, I just wanted to come on real quick and just share that message with y'all. I don't know if this storm was all natural, man-made, or a hybrid. But all I'm saying is we have the ability to activate our godlike powers. That's all I'm saying. All right. I love y'all. Mwah. To the next video. Bye.